Tejas has become the darling supersonic fighter jet in the world. From Asia to Africa and Europe to South America, countries from every continent are showing interest to buy it. Now, South American country Argentina adds to the long list of potential buyers. But apart from Tejas, there's a lot that Argentina is interested in. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and if you're watching us on Facebook, give our page a like. And if you're watching us on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the story, today in this video, let me tell you why Argentina wishes to buy made in India Tejas fighter jet. Let's begin. The Falkland Islands or Malvina Islands are an archipelago in the South Atlantic Ocean near the border of Argentina. But due to colonial past of South America, the United Kingdom still maintains its sovereignty over the islands. Despite the decolonization process, England is not ready to withdraw its claim over the islands. Argentina and England even fought a war in 1982 for control, but Britain didn't agree to withdraw. Consequently, the negotiation process between the two countries is going on, and both are trying to build the world's consensus in their favor. In the joint press statement following the meeting between India and Argentina on August 26, 2022, India reiterated its position to support Argentina on the Falkland Islands issue. The joint statement reads that India reiterates its support for resumption of negotiations to find a solution to the sovereignty issue relating to the question of Malvinas Islands. The nation called Argentina and Britain to resume negotiations in accordance with the resolution of United Nations General Assembly and Special Committee on Decolonization. In the statement, other than economic and sectoral cooperation, countries also pledged to advance the convergence in strategic sectors. In an effort to increase defense cooperation, Argentina has shown great interest in Made in India Tejas fighter aircraft for Argentina Air Force. Other than Argentina, Malaysia, America, Australia, Egypt, Indonesia and the Philippines too have shown interest to procure the light combat Tejas aircraft. Tejas is a single-engine, lightweight, highly agile, multi-role 4+ generation supersonic fighter aircraft. Its capabilities and economic price make it a competitive fighter jet in the world. Argentina's desperation to buy the Made in India fighter jet was not only catalyzed by jet's capability but also by the changing politics of the world. Argentina looks to India as the major global power. The rise of India's economic and military capacity has exponentially increased its global stature. Moreover, a nation's democratic and strong leadership presence makes it a key power in the world. In various regional or multilateral organizations, India's presence carries significant weight. In this scenario, Argentina hopes to gain the support of India on the Falkland Islands issue. As India has constantly favored the complete decolonization process of the world, its assertive stance on the Falkland issue in the United Nations will greatly help Argentina in their negotiation process. India is a member of UN's Special Committee on Decolonization and a great lawyer of a country's territorial sovereignty over its lands. The Falkland Islands are governed by the government of the United Kingdom as a British overseas territory. Despite the withdrawal from South American countries, European countries still maintain physical presence in many of the islands there. On 2nd April 1982, Argentinian military forces invaded the islands and took control. The British dispatched its Naval Task Force and Royal Air Force, making an amphibious assault on the islands. In the 74 days of conflict, Argentina finally surrendered on June 1st, returning the islands to the British control. Despite the successive negotiations, Britain has declined to cede its right over the islands. In this scenario, Argentina hopes to develop a global consensus in its favor. Through its strategic cooperation with India, Argentina wishes to seek support on the global stage. The buying of India-made Tejas, cooperation in atomic energy security and other areas are way forward in the direction.